Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating blueprint from the biohacking world. It's all about shifting our focus away from the calendar on the wall and zooming in on our true biological age. We're going to be looking at the hidden metrics that actually predict how long, and honestly, how well, we're going to live. So let's dive right in. Right off the bat, the source material hits us with a massive reality check. You need to stop checking your bathroom scale. I mean, we've all been conditioned to let this one single number dictate our health, right? But the biohacking community argues that this is an incredibly outdated, kind of misleading picture of what's actually happening at a cellular level. And that brings us to section 1, beyond the bathroom scale, the old way versus the new way. This is the exact paradigm shift we really need to make. On one side, you have the old way, the classic bathroom scale, and that universally accepted goal of hitting exactly 10,000 steps, which, look, is fine for basic movement, but a smartwatch counting your steps doesn't even come close to revealing what's happening inside your cells. On the flip side, the new way focuses entirely on cell energy and discovering your true biological age. Let's move right along to section 2, unlocking your VO2 Max, the hidden metric. Okay, so what is this hidden metric that top longevity researchers are actually obsessed with? It's your VO2 Max. This measures your cellular power and your stamina. But more importantly, it's pretty much the premier indicator for predicting your total lifespan. Actually, scratch that. It's absolutely crucial. It's not about how much gravity is pulling down on you. It's about how efficiently your body utilizes oxygen when you're at maximum exertion. Which, of course, naturally leads us to ask, why? Why is VO2 max the ultimate longevity metric? Why does oxygen efficiency predict how long we're going to live? Well, to understand this, we have to literally shrink down. We need to leave the macro world of scales and smartwatches behind and dive deep into the microscopic science of our own bodies. Welcome to Section 3, the mitochondrial decline, focusing on the cellular engine. So inside almost every single one of our cells, we have these tiny microscopic powerhouses called mitochondria. Their entire job is to take oxygen and burn it into ATP energy. They are, quite literally, your cellular engines. But here's the catch. According to the biohacking data, after you hit age 30, your mitochondrial capacity drops by a staggering 10% every single decade. To put that into perspective, think of it like a timeline. At age 30, you're essentially at peak capacity, burning oxygen into ATP super efficiently. But by age 40, that engine shrinks by 10%. By age 50, it's a 20% shrink. Your cellular power drops, your stamina drops, and naturally, your VO2 max drops. This is exactly why that bathroom scale is so deeply flawed. You could weigh the exact same at 50 as you did at 30, but your internal engines, they're 20% weaker. But hey, fortunately, there's a fix for this. Let's look at section 4, the zone 2 solution, rebuilding the engine. So how do we actually stop that 10% per decade plunge? Researchers point straight to zone 2 cardio. The absolute sweet spot here is maintaining a steady, consistent effort right at 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. It's not just a casual, light walk in the park, and it is absolutely not breathless, pass-out exhaustion. It's a low-intensity, steady effort like easy cycling or a brisk jog that directly targets those mitochondria. Now, if you don't use a fancy heart rate monitor, the source provides this fantastic, super low-tech biohack called the talk test. To know if you're perfectly locked into zone 2, you just need to maintain a pace where you can talk normally, but you cannot easily sing a song. If you can belt out a tune, you're going way too slow. But if you're gasping for air between words, you've definitely pushed past that 70% mark. By utilizing this zone 2 cardio, you're essentially achieving 3 massive things. First off, you build a rock-solid aerobic base. Second, you trigger what's called mitochondrial biogenesis. That basically means you're forcing your body to create brand new, healthy mitochondria, literally fighting back against that decadal decline. And third, you actively protect your cells as you age, which ultimately boosts that all-important VO2 max. So what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to build your aerobic base and actually protect your cells? Because it is definitely time to stop worrying about the bathroom scale and your basic daily steps. Find your zone 2 pace, try out the talk test, and start investing in your actual cellular power. Thanks for learning with me in this explainer today, and I'll catch you in the next one.